Jesteśmy w 17 osób w Siedlcach. Zjechaliśmy się z wszystkich stron świata właściwie, bo mamy osoby z Ameryki Południowej, z zachodniego i wschodniego wybrzeża Stanów Zjednoczonych, mamy parę z Rzymu, mamy ludzi z Izraela i 16 osób stanowi przodków rodziny Jabloniów, która w różnych momentach XX wieku wyjechała z Siedlec, a jedna osoba, czyli ja, zostałam połączona z rodziną Jabloniów historią wojenną. Jedna z członkiń rodziny Jabloniów, Cypora Jabłoń, była najlepszą przyjaciółką mojej babci.
I thought I was going to write a story about how mothers pass on these stories to their daughters. And that is what my story is about. But it became many more things when I started coming to Warsaw to meet Irena and Zofia, because then I realized it was a story about friendship. It was a story about these incredible women who loved each other and loved each other's children. And then it grew to become my story also about my relationship with Zuzanna, and we both together started to uncover more and more of the story. So that's what has brought us, Zuzanna and I, together to create this trip back to Siedlce, as we started thinking we need to get as many people who are interested in this story back here, and so that's how we came here.
Fajnie jest, kiedy ta historia jest taka bardzo spersonalizowana i kiedy możemy to poznać od takiej strony bardzo takiej jednostki i całą historię poznajemy jednej osoby i łatwiej się wtedy z nią po prostu utożsamić niż z całą grupą. I brakuje w sumie tego, bo gdyby nie szkoła dialogu, nie wiem, czy byśmy mogli takie spotkanie zorganizować i w sumie nigdy, nie wiem, w szkole nie ma takich spotkań.
Jak rzeczywiście mamy ludzi, którzy, potomkowie, ludzi, o których rozmawiamy, no to tak jakby ta historia ożywa.
First of all, I loved your energy. It was so youthful and young and vibrant and wonderful, so thank you. And I loved how Michael had a sense of the Jewish people that came before him here and how they added to the culture. And what they did, even though it's not seen anymore, he realizes and has thought a lot about what came before.
I feel like strangers are not strangers anymore when you meet face to face. That strangers can become your friends, and they're not other.
There was some kind of bond. I can't explain, but it was like a bond between all of us there.
When my mother and I came in 2007, it was like we were looking for something and all we kept finding were absences. We were finding holes. Today has been the exact opposite. These high school students who are knowledgeable. I had one high school student explaining to me the difference between a house of prayer and a synagogue, and I thought, this is fantastic. He's teaching me about Jewish history in Siedlce. And I think even the most skeptical in our group is totally moved.
Mamy tutaj takie międzypokoleniowe, międzykulturowe doświadczenie, które pozwala wrócić chociaż w tym małym wymiarze do tej Polski, z której zawsze jesteśmy dumni, czyli tej Polski otwartej, tolerancyjnej. Jakoś jej nie widać na co dzień, ale ona tam jest. Trzeba do niej tylko dotrzeć.
It's very real still. I mean, the house where Tzipora was living with her brother Shimon is still standing. We saw it today, and they grew up in this town. They went to the high school, and so it's absolutely very real. I mean, they can take from there and develop it and continue on and continue the legacy, exactly like Judith was saying.
In some ways, because we're all from Siedlcach, we're all from this shared history. It wasn't only Tzipora's history, it was also Zofia and Irene's history, and then it also became my history, because as soon as I read the diary and I started to learn about Tzipora, even though I never knew her, she's part of me. And I think that once you start hearing the stories of other people, if you have an open heart and an open mind, they become your stories. And so then we're obligated, when people ask us to listen, we're obligated to listen, to pay attention, and to try to do something. So I gave the students this kind of responsibility to take on the story.